Good morning, everybody, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setups for today. So I just want to get across to the weekly because there is something that we missed on the S&P. Just want to make sure we're not missing it here. No, we're not. So there is a pretty strong weekly channel here, and you can see there it is there. We're coming back up to the weekly 155. And the closest level we have here is this one here on the weekly. So we need to be paying attention to that. We do have a potential crossover brewing at the moment. And things are all rosy at the moment. But I suspect this is just it's an earning fueled rally, should I say. Basically, the banks have had some good results, but that's understandable considering interest rates are up. So at the moment, we would be very wise just to stay clear of any commitment to the short side just yet, and get all your levels in. So that's the first breakout. You can see there was your diagonal trend line. Remember, we take the first two fractals, and there was a retest, third one, and then a break and a retest on Friday of that. So it missed that on Friday, but this is the next level that we have here, and it does line up quite nicely with what's going on here. So obviously this bar's not finished yet, so this level here is of interest, and then one more level of interest is going to be that one there, and I'll give them to you on the lower time frames. So drilling down through the time frames, if you look at the 3 hour, we've got a crossover. We don't have a retest of the 155 yet. We've got gap at the moment, so two gaps right now. We've got this massive green engulfing bar based on date, obviously out of Asia. And the interesting thing here is China didn't release their GDP numbers and data overnight. So obviously with their lockdowns and things like that, you'd have no idea what's going on there. But they would be trying to keep stuff closed up as well. So I'm very curious as to why Asia's rallying based on that information. Lastly, if we just move down to the hour, you can see yesterday was just a slow meander to the upside. No, nothing volatile like it was on Friday or Thursday. But now we're getting to a position where we need to be very careful. Look at the oscillators right now. You want to be buying, but I'd much rather be buying lower down. And in all honesty, this is kind of the zone I'd be looking at, which is 29,942 or even 30,000. There's some structure at 30,000 as well, which would interest me. But this up here, unfortunately, doesn't give me any confidence right now that I'm going to make money with what's going on. So trend is definitely up at the moment. But these after hours moves, if you look at that, I mean, that's 1%, 340 pip move after hours. So we'll have to wait for Europe to open up. But I suspect we need to be very careful here and pay attention to the highs of Friday. I think there's your first level. So that is 34.59. I'd be paying attention to that level. I'd also be paying attention to the gap at 32.89. Those are the two most logical scenarios at the moment, which you'd be looking for a pullback onto this, and then you're looking for a move to 37.36 and then ultimately 3100. Any deeper pullback, I'd be paying attention down here at 30,000. So 30,000 big round number was tested yesterday. You can see there it was there. But you obviously want to see that on the higher time frames. Now I just want to get to the daily, and you can see we have a little bit of a flag inside the channel. So any move back into this zone is obviously going to be sold. So just be careful of that. Anyway, that's kind of my view at the moment. Bit reluctant to be chasing longs in the area we are coming up to now. It makes a lot more sense to pay attention to the higher time frames and see where the resistance is going to come in. So it needs to be somewhere up in this area around 30,000. And that would be trading with the bigger trend, even though we have a smaller time frame trend reversal brewing. So that's kind of my view at the moment. reluctant to pick a direction, to be honest, until I get some confirmation. And the confirmation for the longs is going to be a break of this trend line and to find support here at around 3,500. That would basically give me the breakout of this channel and this, sorry, not channel, this range. And this range is 5.9% move, so that's 1,800 points move to the upside. So that is a nice chunky opportunity, but we need to wait for the structure because I don't trust the overhead resistance right now. So that's kind of me, sitting quietly waiting for a much bigger, juicier move if it's going to happen. If it doesn't happen, then there's going to be an even bigger, juicier move to the downside. Anyway, that's kind of my view today. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.